All right, hello boys and girls. We're going to continue learning about character feelings this week. Sorry, that's my dogs. We're going to learn about character feelings this week, and I'm going to read you a book called Lucy and the Bully. And we're going to think about the feelings that both of these characters are having throughout this story. And this book is by Claire Alexander. She is the author and the illustrator of Lucy and the Bully. At school, everyone wanted Lucy to draw for them. "You are so good at drawing, Lucy. Can you please draw me a picture of a rabbit, Lucy?" Well, not quite everyone. So here's everybody admiring Lucy's drawings. This is Lucy here. Over here, we have a friend who does not look very happy about Lucy's drawings. What do you think he might be feeling? Maybe a little bit jealous that everybody likes Lucy's drawings and she's getting a lot of attention. Tommy went over to Lucy's table. "Oops," he said as he pushed over the paint. He didn't look sorry. "Oh dear," cried Miss Goosey. "Accidents will happen. Let's get this mess cleaned up." Do you think that was an accident? What does Lucy look like she's feeling here as Tommy spills paint on her pretty painting? And the teacher thinks it's just an accident. The next day, everyone made clay models. Miss Goosey gave Lucy a gold star for her blackbird, even though Miss Goosey thought it was a crow. So I'll show you their clay models here. They've got a pig by Tyler, a worm by Hannah. Ooh, we have a Hannah in our class. A monster by Ethan, a thing by Tommy, a crow by Lucy, but really it's a blackbird, but her teacher labeled it as a crow, and a frog by Sophie. After school, Lucy carried her model very carefully so it wouldn't break. Tommy was waiting for her. "Let's see your stupid crow," he said. It's a blackbird," Lucy stammered, but Tommy grabbed it, and then... What feelings does it look like Lucy is having as Tommy is confronting her about her blackbird? Maybe she's feeling scared or worried about what he might do. He stomped on it. "Don't tell on me or else," Tommy said. "No, please don't." Lucy put her broken blackbird in her bag so her mother wouldn't see, and she didn't say anything. What does it look like Tommy is feeling as he's stomping on Lucy's blackbird? I think he's feeling angry and probably still jealous. That night, Lucy tried hard to put her blackbird back together, but it didn't look the same. "What happened to your model?" her mother asked. I dropped it," said Lucy. Over the next week, Lucy's mother wondered what was wrong. On Monday, Lucy brought home a ripped storybook. On Tuesday, she brought home a crumpled painting. And on Wednesday, all her pencils were broken. Lucy looked sadder and sadder every day, but she wouldn't tell her mother why. What's another feeling word that you can think of to describe how Lucy is feeling here besides sad? Do you think she is feeling hurt? I think her feelings are very hurt by what Tommy is doing to her. On Thursday, Lucy brought home a cake she'd made at school. "Who put a hoof print in the middle of the cake?" her mother asked. I don't know," said Lucy. But at last she said it was Tommy. Don't worry, honey. I'll take care of this, Lucy's mother said. She picked up the telephone. May I speak to Miss Goosey, please? She asked. No, Mommy, Lucy wailed. Please don't tell Miss Goosey. But it was too late. I think Lucy might be feeling a little bit worried about what's going to happen when her teacher finds out that Tommy's been doing this to her. That night, Lucy couldn't sleep. She was afraid of what would happen the next day. So she can't sleep because she's feeling afraid of maybe what Tommy's going to do to her after he gets in trouble. In the morning, Lucy didn't want to go to school. Don't worry, it will be okay, said her mother. Tommy didn't want to go to school either. And here's Tommy and his mom, and she's saying, you wouldn't like it if someone was mean to you. It looks like he is in trouble. What do you think he's feeling? I think maybe he's feeling a little bit embarrassed that he has been so mean to Lucy and that he's getting in big trouble. At story time, Tommy was very quiet. At playtime, Tommy looked very alone and very sad. Lucy wasn't scared of him anymore. She even felt a little sorry for him. So here's at story time. And then at playtime, Tommy is definitely feeling sad. At art time, Lucy saw Tommy drawing. He was drawing a porcupine, and it was a very good porcupine. Its spines looked very sharp and spiky indeed. Lucy decided to tell him exactly what she thought. So here are the kids. This one is painting. Tommy's drawing. And Lucy's coming over to tell him what she thinks. I like your porcupine, Tommy, Lucy said. It's not a porcupine. It's a hedgehog, said Tommy. Well, it's very good, said Lucy. Could you draw one for me, too? Tommy was surprised. No one had ever asked him to draw anything before. How does it look like Lucy is feeling here? Looks to me like she's feeling happy and glad. She probably feels good because it makes her feel good to say nice things about something that somebody else is drawing. Because that's being very kind, and being kind can make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. You can have this one, said Tommy. Thank you, Tommy. I'm sorry I was mean and did all those things, and most of all, I'm sorry I stomped on your crow, Tommy said. It was a very good crow. So Tommy is apologizing. He's trying to make things right between him and Lucy. I forgive you, Tommy, said Lucy, but it wasn't a crow. It was a blackbird. And they both laughed, and then they went outside to play. How does it look like they're both feeling now? Can you think of a bigger feeling word than happy? Maybe they're feeling content or glad, or maybe they're feeling excited because they get to play together. Oh my God. And here's the end. It shows Lucy's blackbird, and this was Tommy's hedgehog, but the teacher had labeled it as a porcupine, but it's really a hedgehog. So I hope you enjoyed the story of Lucy and the bully, and I hope that you were able to think about some feeling words. And I want you to go to your journal and check out your assignment for today, and you're going to write about some feelings that the characters in this story had. Have a great day.